Would it disturb you to hear that the largest private holder of farmland in America believes that agriculture is the #1 problem and his #1 area of concern, which he calls the change in, you know what, the mate climb? I got to say it backwards here, guys. Pardon me. But guys, not only that, they want to bury trees. Yeah, they want to cut down millions of acres of trees and bury them. It's getting zany, guys. The things that they want to do, the things they're claiming, and of course, they only want you to eat meat, maybe some bugs. Yeah, that'll be the real meat you get. Guys, let me show you this stuff. I got to share it because it's just off the charts. It is unreal what they're actually out here claiming. Here we are, guys. I don't even want to say these words on this platform. It would all kind of things can cause trouble that you might say on here. Guys, look at this. #1 cause. Oops. In his podcast, he claims it's agriculture. Agriculture. They're growing a food. But he specifically cites things like fertilizer. Oh, yeah. Large scale agriculture. Oh, they don't need fertilizer in large scale agriculture. I can think of ways you can get by without it if everybody uses my universal habitat and group feed in the front yard. But, guys, this is nuts. This is zany. Not only that, but they're out here talking about cutting down trees. So we'll get to that in a minute. But agriculture, he's also, of course, picking on methane from livestock. Methane from livestock, and of course, specifically cattle. See, the one thing about owning cattle and livestock and things like this, for some people, this is a means for self-sufficiency, independence in farming. They don't want that. No. And so, yeah, and other things about cattle. You know, if cattle are such a problem with their methane, we should give the environmentalist of the millennium posthumously award to Wild Bill Cody. Because he obviously saved the entire universe, probably galaxies far, far, far away, by wiping out those infernal buffalo. You know, and oh yeah, by the way, the laws of the conservation of matter, the key tenets of physics, are miraculously suspended inside the cow because, among other things, they use up water. You put water in a cow, it disappears. Never mind. Okay, some of it goes back in respiration and perspiration, and some of it goes back in the atmosphere, which of course will later condense in the clouds and rain down. But you know, for the most part, what's it do? It goes out in urine or solid matter, which goes into the soil enriched with nitrates, which makes plants grow. And yeah, it does in time percolate down through the ground table, being purified out by the natural, nectar. I can't even talk today. The bacteria that convert it to nitrate, and which becomes plant fertilizer, nitrosomonas and nitrobacters, excuse me. Yeah, it took me a minute. But anyway, so guys, these bacteria clean out the nitrates and make the stuff really available to plant roots. By the time it gets down the water table, it gets purified along the way, and you have pure water again, and it returns. So this whole idea that water is used up in a cow is ridiculous. But that's one of the claims that has been made by a lot of people that are trying to get rid of cattle. You got to wonder if anti-life, especially when you consider what they're talking about with trees. We'll come back to that in a minute, guys. So they want to get rid of livestock. They want to get rid of agriculture as we know it, apparently. What do they propose? You're going to eat plants, but how are you going to even grow the plants? Of course, they tell us we have too many people. So if you don't have as many people, you don't need the agriculture, blah, 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 right? What is going on here? This is just, you know, more zaniness coming from this side of the aisle, if you know what I mean. So look here. Yes, I wasn't kidding. Wants to cut down and bury trees for what purpose? Back to that. I'm telling you what, these guys believe if you stump your toe, it was because this term right here, I don't even want to say it in this video because it just evokes trouble. You get UN citations on your video, all kind of stuff, and you run risk to your platform. He's talking about such things. Yeah, chop down trees. We're talking 70 million acres of western forest over the next decade. And that's just the beginnings. Why? So you get all the carbon out of the atmosphere. Never mind that it's locked when it's growing in a tree. Oh, of course, you know, this would deprive you of such uses of lumber as building. Let's see, you know, the lumber in this wall is not in the atmosphere, is it? It may take a while, you know, and if you do cut down a tree, if you grow another one, it pulls more out of the atmosphere. But that's not, they're just talking about burying trees. We're not talking about, I don't know, guys. This whole thing is just, yeah, zany. How do you put it? What's a better way to say it? You know, some people get mad at me because I don't say certain things on, but you know what? You got to be careful what you say on here. Being on this platform is like walking on thin ice, wearing cleats in an earthquake with artillery rounds hitting the ice-covered lake around you. You know what I mean? It's nuts. Why billionaires are obsessed with blocking the sun? See, there's just more and more stuff. These are the same guys. They want to block the sun. What's blocking the sun do? Blocking the sun inhibits photosynthesis. Photosynthesis grows plants. What's growing plants? It removes carbon from the atmosphere. Gee, is that really what they want to do? Do they really want to make carbon from the atmosphere? Do they really want to cool the earth? Or do they have some other agenda? You know, what is all this about, guys? I mean, it's just getting too fishy. And of course, they do want you to eat fake meat, big time, or maybe bugs. So, guys, I'm gonna stop these shares. You see where this is going? You see what they're doing? You got to really wonder: are they just anti-life? Is that really it? Let's see, less people, cut down the forest, get rid of the critters. Yeah, maybe they're just anti-people, anti-life. What is it? You know, guys, something about this whole agenda that stinks to high heaven. So you tell me, this is what these guys are putting out. Don't be picking up what they're putting down. Grow your own food from out of the ground. That's why I say go to my links. I got links below to True Leaf Market. I got links below to Eden Brothers. Grow your own. Get practice at it, because you know things change from year to year in growing crops. It's always a continuous practice to stay ahead of the latest hailstones, the latest bugs and nematodes, and you got to learn. You don't just put a stick in the ground and grow seeds every year. But you know, you might grow good a year or two, then the deer find them or some other bug. So you got to learn how to deal with these things. You got to learn how to grow. Now's a good time to get started. So my friends, take care and just keep your eyes wide open, because it's coming at us from every direction. I just bring you this news to help you understand that they're coming after us every way they can. Eyes wide open, head on a swivel. And with that, I'm going to say thank you for watching.